Oh god, this forest is so long. Oh look. What is happening?
Oh me, oh my, what did you say? Don't move an inch, I'm on my way.
Oh no. I'm doing some strange side
These
quests.
woods grow lonely day by day.
I'm doing some weird side quest I didn't know existed. Should probably learn Fleet. Might need it. Is there a chest there? There's like nothing in this woods. Damn. I feel like it's a bit silly to go to another area because I'm going to level up too much. But it gives me access to everything right off the bat, so I mean, it's not like I'm doing something the game doesn't want. It lets you go anywhere, so I'm obviously going to explore. Maybe that's why the game felt really difficult as a kid, because I probably just went to where I was supposed to go. But without doing any exploration, you're probably under-leveled. We're going to be looking into it later, Darkwing. Ow. Why even have flee? It seems like escape goes off right away. You just don't have to escape with each person, I guess. I have so many Phoenix Downs. I feel like I didn't have this many Phoenix Downs the entirety of my 10 playthrough. Until I got Auto Phoenix and bought 99. This fight's gonna be a disaster. Let's just run. If I could power break them, it'd be fine, but pain's out of MP too. I also have no way to heal other than potions. I don't have a white mage yet. Oh no, there's no sphere here. Can I still go to the inn? That's something. See, now this is interesting to me, seeing how things have changed like this. Is this a raid?
Franica. Oaka, Kadwidrana.
Oh, they're looking for a Waka? How do I get an item just from listening to them? Wait, the Waka!
Let's do it!
Bailing on that. The elementals aren't that bad, but it'll probably take me forever to kill that other dude. Chest. Great. I went all this way for a high potion. Ambushed. Wait, he only does 10 damage. Okay. I guess this area is weaker.
Case closed.
Seems like speed once again is going to be a big thing in this game because All your ATBs are shorter. Like all of Riku's ATBs are shorter. I can't go. Oh. Am I gonna have to walk all the way back? Am I surrounded? Can I not escape? Feel it, pop star. Life do be life sometimes. It's good to have you here when you can be, though. Oh my god, what is this encounter rate? I've gotten 3 encounters from that chest to this spot. Great. That's not good. I got ambushed, but I can still get out in time because they had to charge up their moves. I think every enemy we fought so far is from 10 except the goons and the snake things.
Awaka the 23rd! Where are you?
Mission time. They said there's no mission here. Huh. Oh yeah, and the boss was different. We came here from Guado Salam. How exciting. Is that Trommel?
Oh, High Summoner Yuna, forgive me for the grief I have caused you.
How have you been?
Well, with Lord Seymour gone, we Guado are hardly different from the dead.
What are you doing here? Wow, that was an exciting conversation.
Many Ronso lost their lives at the hands of Lord Seymour. Those who survived swore vengeance for their fallen comrades. We Guado sealed ourselves away in Guado Salam and strengthened our defenses. But soon we no longer had the strength for even this. Now we live among the shadows of these woods.
Trommel.
High Summoner, do not trouble yourself to show sympathy for the Guado. We once walked willingly with Lord Seymour, never questioning, even as he led all Spira into madness. Lady Yuna, I cannot ask that you forgive us, only that you forget us.
Trommel.
Trommel.
Ah, well, what brings the High Summoner to these woods?
Well, I'm a sphere hunter now.
A sphere hunter?
That's stupid.
We, hunt spheres.
You don't say. Well then, please allow me to give you this.
I got something.
It is of no use to us.
Score!
Thank you.
Payne's special dress sphere. To change into all the dress spheres on a character's active garment grid, call up the garment grid with L1 and then press R1 to activate the special dress sphere. I just got... Where did he just go? What? What? The ghost. So I just got a garment grid and a special thing for pain. And I'm not even supposed to be here. That's honestly pretty cool. Like, the amount of stuff you can do just from going to a random place that you're not supposed to go to yet. I mean, surely I would have, like, done this later once I was supposed to come here, but... Still, it's cool you can just go do this stuff whenever. It's a very open... This game seems like a very open experience. Plus, the endings and stuff can change too. Like, the story itself can change too. So, I think they were really trying to make it where you can do multiple things. Like, have multiple playthroughs be completely different. And I mean, that's quite the change from 10, which is one of the more linear Final Fantasy games. So, I think it's kind of cool. So, I mean, I might as well cover this. Should try it out. I still need to get to a save sphere before I lose all this progress. I think that means I gotta walk all the way back. I might be able to take the shortcut, though. The shortcut is still a thing. It is! DJ, thank you so much for the 13 months. And Popstar, thank you for the 13 months. Thank you, guys. Oh, I see. I see a Waka down there. This is new.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Don't hold out on me.
Oh god, that hurts. This might not be a good plan. You look great. Please run away now. What this? The place where you get all the ultimate weapons in the first game just gets you a turbo ether here. I kind of wish they defaulted back to the dress sphere that I usually have equipped, because I have to keep like going back in and changing it back. Thank God we made it to the save sphere. Yeah, she does. Riku's talking about trauma, even though that's not what we're supposed to do. It's just the last person we talked to. That's kind of cool. There's so much, like, openness. Wait, now Macalania Woods is a hotspot because of that mission. Wow. Should I go somewhere else, or should I go to... Wait, Besaid changed from a 2 to a 3. Or from a 3 to a 2. What? Maybe because I leveled up? Pretty sure it was a 3. Pretty sure. Let's go to Luca and play some Blotz Ball. Let's just go to Besaid. Yeah, it's probably because I leveled. It's probably what changes. I don't want to go to the town yet.
What time? Showtime.
Wish I could block. There's no block. Blitzing through the game. I haven't even done anything yet. I haven't done any of the missions yet, except the first one. Wait, so what is this? What is dextral? Oh my god. Wait. And on the warrior dress sphere I have 400 HP. On this one I have 750. Did I break it? Did I break it by getting this early? What have I done? Oh. We're Seymour now, I guess.
You have picked your last fight.
Oh, I see. Everyone else is gone. This is like a summon. Okay, that wasn't as exciting as I... Oh, but I get... Okay. Wow, this is cool. Is this Transformers? Why do they always cast stuff after the fight's over? Like, what's the point of watching that? Just to make sure they're dead. Well, that's kind of neat. I don't know if it's...
An easy match.
Ha! Great!
It would be kind of fun to do during a boss fight, and you could just sit there and buff up. Seen the hell there is to see. Time to close the game. Okay, listen. If it's a zombie, then sure, you can shoot it an extra time. But I don't think they're zombies. Complete the whole game as solo pain now. Kind of want to. Nice detail that the enemies are the same as in X. Detail
This
or
must be how a runaway feels
shortcut?
after finally coming home. This is the first time I've returned to Besaid since my journey began.
I find that hard to believe. This is the first time she's been back to Besaid.
I'm a little nervous.
I bet. The way you took off without a word.
Yeah, you said it.
Oh.
You caused quite a fuss, young lady.
It's Wacko!
No, I'm sorry.
Well, as long as you're okay, yeah?
What happened to Waka's voice? What the heck? He sounded fine before. That line was like, what in the world?
Huh? Your friend?
Oh, this is Pain. We're looking for spheres together.
So, you're a sphere hunter now. I heard the rumors. To tell you the truth, I wasn't too worried. Gotta say, though, you, do seem pretty different.
So do you.
Oh, you haven't changed a bit, Tubby.
Whoa, cut it out, yeah? I'm gonna be a father soon. Got to have a little more presence, you know?
How much longer?
Any day now.
Waka, a daddy!
To tell the truth, I sure don't feel like one. I mean, how do I know how a father's supposed to act in front of his kid?
Why not just do what your parents did?
Don't remember him. Sin saw to that when I was still little.
You don't have any spheres of them?
Nope, not a single... Oh,
What's wrong?
nothing. Anyway, do me a favor and go say hi to Lou. She's been worried about you. Get going.
Don't worry about you. You said it's the same voice actor? Did he get paid half as much? Or maybe he just got older. This game wasn't that long after 10, was it? Hey look, it's the whole crew. The whole Auroch crew. Given how many times I took them to the Super Bowl, they should have, like, trophies all over the room. Well, I think it's safe to say this game had not nearly the budget of 10. I mean, I could be wrong, but what is this, like, random beer bottles in here? Yeah, it's a bit of a yikes.
Welcome back.
Hi, Lulu.
So, tell us about the baby. It's gonna be born soon, right?
Not yet. Waka's getting a little ahead of himself.
Ah, bummer.
So, care to go for a little walk?
Can you?
I could use the exercise. Come on.
Man, Lulu, you look pregnant. Look at how pregnant she looks. Holy cow.
So, what's so
She's gonna
important
burst.
that you'd run off without telling us?
This.
The sphere. Waka told me about it.
What do I mean by that? I mean, she doesn't look pregnant. Waka said the baby's due any day.
Kimari said he found it on Mount Gagazet.
Look, it's Titus,
Does
but he doesn't look like
him,
Titus.
Though something seems a little off.
It's Titus's brother.
Have you found anything?
Nothing. But there's still a lot of places we haven't looked yet.
Must be fun, being
Budget
free to
tightness.
go where you please.
It is fun. I never expected a journey quite like this.
I'm not there, so you can spread your wings?
Maybe.
Ah,
You have spread your wings. Well, good luck. But, Yuna, never forget who you are.
yeah, we needed one
You're the High Summoner that
Lulu
defeated
crouches
sin.
over animation.
There are those who would use that, Yuna.
That's this whole thing was just an
I'll be all
excuse.
right. I won't let myself be used anymore. Not by anyone.
It kicked.
Really?
I want to feel.
No. No, it did not. I mean, okay, listen. This game didn't have much of a budget.
Since you've come all this way, why not stay the night?
They wanted to just reuse Lulu, right? They didn't want to make her look pregnant. That's fine and everything. But why not just say she just got pregnant instead of the baby's due any day? If you're gonna use regular Lulu. Was it that hard just to say that instead? She just has super genetics. Lulu's just built different. I don't know, man, like... I'm getting the same feeling that I got as a kid, where it's like... Why in the world, or any other world, or any other universe's world, or any other dimension of any other world in any universe, is this called Final Fantasy X-2? Like, why is it not just called Final Fantasy Gullwing Adventure? Like, what? They just could have called it anything else. Just like all the other side games, that for all the other Final Fantasy games. But for some reason, they chose to call this X-2 as if it's a sequel, and it's just not. Like, not, you know, it technically is, but it's just, the budget is not anywhere close. Like, just everything about it just feels like a side game, like just a experiment, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not, this is not X-2. Nothing about it screams X-2 to me. It's 10 spin-off game. It's 10 DLC, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? It's just... And, you know, I was already upset that they made a X-2, given that none of the games should ever get sequels, because that's the whole point of Final Fantasy. But to call this one X-2, when it's just, like, not even close to the same level as 10. Like, when you make a Uncharted 2 a 2 to any series, the sequel should be bigger and better. Always. Otherwise, why do it, right? And this just isn't in any way bigger or better. It's different. It's unique. It's got some cool stuff. But, like, it's not 2. You know, it's just not. It's not 2. It's not the sequel. It's not 10, but bigger and better. They didn't put more into it. In every way, they put less into it, you know? So it's just really... It's the start... This game, like, marks the start of the change in Square Enix, where they were like, we can call it X-2 and make more money. You know? Like, they could have called it anything, but X-2 made more money. And that's why they called it 10-2, and that's all there is to it. It was just the money thing, you know? And it's the start of many choices that Square Enix would make for money. So I guess that's why this game leaves such a bad taste in my mouth, you know? It's not the game itself, it's the principle of the game. It's the principle of the thing, you know? The cave by the ruins. You're a poor liar. Okay. Whatever. The merger hadn't happened yet. Well, it said Square Enix at the start. It says Square Enix on the box. Even if it, like, officially didn't happen or whatever, it's still that, you know, you can see the change starting. Oh, the Japanese version was Squaresoft, yeah. Regardless, I mean, you can see the change. If it hadn't technically happened, it happened behind the scenes at this point. Or at least they were headed toward... Or maybe just Squaresoft itself was changing already, even without Enix jumping in. I mean, it's not... People like to blame Enix for, like, ruining Squaresoft, but obviously Squaresoft was already making changes. That's why they acquired Enix. Like, it's not all Enix's fault. It's not like when the merger happened, Enix came in and they just, like, cast bad voodoo magic on all the Squaresoft employees and they all became evil. Like, Squaresoft was already down the road of capitalism, or whatever you want to call it. Already down the road of we can make more money if we want. Already starting to make those choices between good gameplay experiences and good money opportunities. Which, say what you want. I mean, business is business, but... Wow, exciting. Yeah, I mean, it's just... I think it's a common misconception that, like, that was the line. Everything was great before Enix, and then everything sucked after Enix. Like, even if it did, it's not Enix's fault. It's not just because of the merge. I mean, Enix had great games before the merge, also. It's not like Enix made terrible games, so then Squaresoft was like, hey, do you want to ruin our game? So yeah, I mean, it was not Enix's fault, even if the merge had happened. Like Zulov said, this game was probably already in, already being made before that. Okay, this is weird to fight in Besaid. This was Squaresoft being like, hey, we can make more money off of 10, let's do it. And then they were like, if we call it 10-2, a lot of more people will buy it, let's do it. So they made the choice. And that's why it's perfectly okay for us to be angry, because they made the choice. It's not like they were forced to call it this. We're allowed to be... Whoa, that happened. We're allowed to be critical of it, because they made the choice. They could have called it something else. Also, I've heard a lot of people complain about the actual name. Like, they just... 9. What? That must be for something. A lot of people just hate the 10-2. They just think it's like the stupidest thing ever. I have to kind of agree. I mean, there's not many other things... If they were going to call it a sequel, there's not a lot of other things they could have called it, but why not just Final Fantasy X, Sphere Hunters? Final Fantasy X, the Gullwings. You know, just have like a subtitle. I don't even need the two. I like how this is here, but I can't read it. They just copy and pasted it, but you can't read it. Well, X-2 is different, because X doesn't stand for 10 in that case. It stands for the name of Mega Man. Here, it's actually X as in the number 10, and then -2. Charlie's Angels, yeah. There's so many different enemies in every area. Final Fantasy X Budget Edition. The search for more money. But, yeah, regardless of how you feel about the name, I do think this was the start of Square Enix, like, them starting to do weird names, you think? I can't think of any weird names before this, but after this you get all sorts of weird stuff. And nowadays it's like, what is even happening?
Gullwings at your service.
People make fun of their names all the time. I'm like kind of mixed, because I like that they stick to their guns. Also, I wanted to see something. If I do a big chain and then attack with... Yeah, you can get like a big chain off the trigger happy for pain. Advanced strats. I like that Square Enix sticks to their guns. You know me, I'm very like... I don't know what the word is, but... I like to keep things consistent. Like, with all my YouTube videos and all my Twitch stuff, I always keep things consistent. If I do it some way grammatically, I always keep it that way. 4-8 Live has always been 4-8 Live with the L being capital and one word. 4-8 Productions has always been 4-8 Productions, one word with the P being capital. My name's always been all undercase with underscores. And I always keep it consistent, because I think consistency is important if people want to take you seriously. And so I give Square credit for, like, always being consistent with their naming. Like, it's always in all caps now for some reason, but they always do it. They always make sure it's consistent. And, like, so I like that they stick to their guns, and whenever you see Square Enix stuff anywhere, they always, like, make sure the naming convention is always the same. But then there's times where they go a bit too far, like Kingdom Hearts 2.8, where I'm just looking at it like, what was the plan? If you're trying, like, the whole thing with names, at least with, like, media, is that you want it to be easily recognizable. 2.8 has to be the least recognizable thing on the planet. No one sees that name and thinks, like, oh, I get what that is. You know, just seeing it on the shelf. Like, there's no way. You have to look it up. Maybe that's their plan. Maybe they make it so confusing that you have to look it up, and then once you look it up, you're like, oh, so that's what it is. It's like a trick to get you more invested. I don't know. But it do get wacky sometimes. I like these new camera angles of Besaid, even though it leads nowhere. And the background looks kind of silly, it's just 2D clouds. But yeah, I have to admit, I do kind of like how Square has like this very specific way they name their games, and they stick to it. I'd be lying if I told you, like, I dislike that. I honestly kind of like it. It's just that sometimes they go overboard. And Square isn't the worst. If you go on the PlayStation Store and look up a lot of JRPGs, there's worse, okay? Square is not the worst. It gets worse. There's JRPGs throwing colons and semicolons and dashes and apostrophes and just the weirdest crap you can imagine in the title. I'm like, what am I even reading? No fair. Oh, I can go up here. Oh my god. Where am I going? What is going on? Parkour! No way. Ultimate weapon. Potion! Oh, 1,000 go. Potion. I knew it. I knew one of them was gonna have a potion. It's kind of like a cool Easter egg, though, because you know this area from the crest. And Yuna can't swim, so they made a way to get there. It's kind of cool. But I wish they put something a little more interesting over there. You just robbed that boy's secret base. I ain't sad. Probably can't go this way, right? It's water. Yeah, and then there's times where, like, again, the whole thing with naming conventions is, like, you can be as crazy as you want, but it needs to be, like, understandable by people, because if they don't understand it, they're either going to buy the wrong thing or just give up and not buy it at all. And that's one of my biggest complaints with Intermission. I, from the beginning, was obviously very connected to, like, all the versions of Final Fantasy VII Remake because I wanted to get all the versions that mattered so I could show them to you guys when the game came out, right? And I was still confused as to what intergrade was. Like, it still took me multiple, like, I had to look it up and then ask some people and, like, to figure it out. Because, especially once the PS5 version released, they released Intergrade, which is the PS5 version, and Intermission. But the DLC itself is called Intermission, and everyone was going around calling the DLC Intergrade. And so I got really confused. I'm like, is it called Intergrade or Intermission? Until I played it, and it said Intermission, and I'm like, okay, well, what the heck's Intergrade? I had to look it up. And I was more connected to it than anyone. So, like, that was they needed to be way more obvious with that. It was really silly how they did that. It was interesting, to say the least. We just had someone on the stream the other day that was asking what the difference was, because they didn't want to buy... they thought that, so they looked up Intergrade on the Steam store because the Steam version just released, and it was like $50, and they were like, I don't want to pay $50 for just the DLC. And we had to tell them, like, that's the game and the DLC, and they were like, oh, okay, because they were gonna straight up not buy it until we explained it to them. So, like, I can tell you from firsthand that I know someone that would have not bought it because of the name. So that's my only gripe. Like, I don't mind Square's crazy names. I think they're cool, and as long as they stay consistent, I think it's neat. But I just, when it comes down to, like, what you're buying, you need to know what you're buying. That's the important thing. So. At least with 10-2, how silly it sounds, you do know what you're getting. But again, this doesn't feel like 10-2. This feels like 10 budget. This feels like a side game. There obviously was not as much work put into this as 10, so I don't think it deserves the name 10-2. A budget should be bigger and better, or at least equal to the original, at the very least. Otherwise, it's not a true sequel. I mean, just imagine if you went to go see the sequel of a movie. You know, if Sonic 2 came out, And there were less characters, there was less of a budget, the animation was obviously worse, and the movie was shorter than the first movie. You know? Like, wouldn't you feel ripped off? Like, this wasn't Sonic, you know, extra, whatever. It was Sonic 2. I expect it to be the next Sonic movie and it to be, like, bigger and better. More epic. Alright, so wait. Yeah, no, I think, I think it's okay to make, you know, take Final Fantasy X, which was very successful, and kind of like remix it into this game. I just think it should be 10 too, that's all. And I'm imagining in my head, if this game were called anything else, I probably would have loved it as a kid. I mean, I hate what they did with Yuna, and Yuna is just my favorite character, so that's my own personal gripe. But I probably would have loved this game if it was called anything else. It's just like more Final Fantasy X, more of my second favorite game of all time. Sure, it's not perfect. Sure, they step over the story a lot, but it's just this side game. Like, it's just this bonus game. I would have taken it as like, oh, this is just kind of a bonus, you know? Like, this is just extra Final Fantasy X. And I probably would have loved it. I would have had my issues with it. I would have been like, you know, they kind of screwed up the story and they kind of screwed up Yuna, but like, I would have enjoyed it so much more. Because it's called X-2, I just went in with this, like, you know, this better not have ruined 10, and this better be bigger and better than 10. So when it wasn't any of those things, you know, that's what bothered me the most. So what did I... Okay, I have to spend the night. The after years or something, yeah. And that would have been like even more interesting to me instead of 10-2 if you called it like 10 the after years, because that's what I was interested in. Was like, oh, what happened to all the characters afterwards? What happened to Yevon? And what happened to the Albed? And what happened to the Guado? Like, I would have been just as interested to buy it if it was called the after years than if it was called 10-2. But I would have enjoyed it a lot more. It's just unfortunate. All right. There's no music.
Good morning.
Where's Waka?
He left at daybreak. He said something about a cave.
A cave? I wonder what he's up to.
Want us to go find out?
Yeah, there might be fiends.
Thanks, though I doubt he'd have trouble handling a few fiends. Still, I'm a little worried. It's not like Waka to hide things.
Yeah, did you see what he did last game?
Funny. I don't remember there being any cave.
I don't know much about it either. Would you mind asking around?
I feel like every single scene in this so far has had a pain butt shot. Maybe I'll find some treasure. Oh boy, more potions. Thanks, Letty. You're so useful. So helpful. The cipher easiest to see belongs before the other three. Atop the shattered pillar's peak, you'll find the final clue you seek. Yummy cookies. Dude, I told you. I told you Boda sucks. I said it in 10. It's still true in 10 too. Everyone else is giving us advice. Boda is sleeping and talking about cookies. I told you. Worst character. The top of the hill outside the village is a really nice view, yeah? Yeah, I know. I already got that one. Yeah, I already got that one. Boda's the only character that didn't get ruined. He's still just as bad. The 4 ciphers. Okay, apparently there's 4. The one at the top of the hill is the first one. There's one. The last one is by a shattered thing. I like this quest. It's fun. Hidden by the shore are numbers 2 and 3 of 4. Okay, alright. I'm liking this. So, I was gonna say, I don't really like this mission thing. Like, 10 had this really nice story progression, and in this one it's just missions, and it's just like, you talk to someone and they tell you to do something. So it's a lot more like stereotypical RPG missions instead of like a story-driven thing. But, so far, I've enjoyed the missions. Like, the one had a time limit, that was interesting. This one has a puzzle, that's really interesting, so I'm gonna hold my tongue for now, because although I don't like the idea of the whole game being missions, the missions themselves are at least interesting, so... Gotta give it credit there. I too randomly spout off about ciphers and ancient rhymes. Yeah, me too. I always just sit outside my house and wait for people to walk by, and then I'm like, the visions! The visions, they're real! Yo, Schmel, thank you so much for the full year! Thank you, thank you.
Where to begin?
Let's, let's check out some other dress fields. Well, this might be a bad fight to do it. Ow. Did we change Payne's animation for throwing items? Like, I get she has the Lulu thing going on, so she takes them out of her shirt. But because of the charge animation, she just sits there playing with her shirt the whole time, and it's weird. What was this game rated? T? It does have suggestive themes on the back, so I guess... I guess it's fine. Alright, hold on. Let's check out all the dress spheres for everyone before we end up getting too many and we get backlogged. Don't dance. Still one of them. We already saw Garner. She looks exactly like Yuna, but
Time to teach you a thing or two about black magic.
it's a worse staff. We already saw this one because we did a full dance party earlier. She's got the moves though. I think we've seen this one. You can pause the game mid-transformation. Seems like you can pause the game anytime.
Well, this is no time for stage fright.
You can pause during, like, cutscenes too, I think. Touch on Pep Run. Oh, if you think that's Sailor Moon, did you see Pain's, special one? He, like, literally did the Sailor Moon thing. Chip away. She has the leg thing that Yuna has.
Now this is my kind of weapon.
All right,
Who wants some?
time for Death's dream. Yuna as a thief. The ultimate fan service for Death. What the?
Let me take that off your hand.
What is her standing animation? We got, oh wait, so we need Pain as a thief. There's Riku as a black mage.
I'm gonna put you in a cast.
You're holding that incorrectly.
Bone kind. Get it? I'll take that.
God, she just does not look like she knows what she's doing. She's lost. Talk about lost, though.
Watch out. Items aren't the only thing I can steal.
What else are you gonna steal? Pain also looks very confused to be a thief. Our hearts. I think we've seen them all now, except this one. The Brotherhood.
Stand in my way, and I'll cut you down.
It's a weird getup, but I appreciate the battle stance. Yeah, we saw Riku as a warrior earlier, so yeah, we got them all. Oh god, that is not... That attack animation sure is different, though. It's similar, but it's not there. And I like the standing animation. Riku's was really cool. It looked like the Collad Bulb, but it wasn't. It looked similar. God, what is the lag? Why is the game lagging so much? Is that my PS2? My PS2 can't handle this game? I don't think any of my dress spheres have, like... Oh, wait. Whoa, wait. Hold that thought. Yeah, I might want to try fast disc speed, to be honest, because, jeez, the game is struggling. One of these might have a passive ability. No, none of them. So there might be like a passive ability to have Ronald, but none of them have that yet. Also, I can level up my special, too. Oh, my favorite ability, Wisenin. Double HP? Ribbon? Okay, I think full throttle just wins. Can even learn Revive?